Hey, I'm Benes, and I'm super excited about sharing this tool with you because one thing that's why this tool is so important is that sometimes we think that we are doing great things with our lives, but when we actually look in our time, where we allocate our time, we realize that maybe we could be more efficient, more focused, more productive. I used that twice for myself, and I realized that I thought I'm doing pretty well, but I realized there's a lot of leaks in my time. And I was able to fix it. And you're not able to fix overnight, but when you do that week after week after week, you start to realize things. One of the biggest realization for me was that I spend more on personal development than actually building a business. That's a massive realization. That means that I don't need to spend so much time in developing myself. I need to spend more time in building a business. There's a lot of things that I realize, and when I will go over this tool, I think that you will be able to think, okay, what you want to check, because there's a lot of things that you're able to adjust based on your needs, but I will share what you're able to do to make sure that you're able to achieve your success, because it's very valuable. If you will build more awareness in 2025, you will be able to achieve much more, because when you have that massive vision, second thing, you need to understand where you are right now. And then, of course, it'll be the plan how to achieve that vision. So let's look into it. So the first page is brainstorm. And this is very, very important. So brainstorm what we have. We have roles, values, skills, successes, growth, and activities. Now, this could be changed. If you want to really reflect on something else, you will be able to do that. You will be able to change a name, and it will change the things that you put underneath. But let's say that this, for me, I think that those are the key aspects to reflect on life, to see if you actually do the activities necessary to achieve the life that you want. So one thing I hope that you will reflect on that is roles. So that means that roles, I put all the roles that you potentially could be. Of course, it could be much, much more, but I put just some role that you have some idea. So of course, husband, wife, son, daughter, brother, sister, cousin. There's so many different roles that you live. And of course, you act and take activities based on those roles different. Because we need to understand that when you say, okay, which role is the most important for you? Do you want to be a father? Do you want to be a leader? What kind of person you want to be? I even didn't put a father, but like a mother. Those are the very, very important roles. Because sometimes people say, I want to be the best father in the universe, but do you actually spend time with that? So of course, the first one is roles. We need to understand what kind of roles do you have in life and what kind of roles you would love to have in the future. Second thing is values. Now, I put a lot of values, but I didn't put all of them. So it means think about what kind of values are important for you. So you put all the values that you potentially could imagine. So you can put all the way to 100 values. So that's a brainstorm. What kind of values you want to have? So you can really review those values and say, what kind of values do you want to live by? What are the key values? So of course, you put all the values. This is just brainstorm. You don't think about too much. Skills. Again, all the skills, that's soft skills, maybe tactical skills, maybe hard skills, all the things. Write down what kind of skills you'd love to develop. Now, 4 is successes. And this is, again, I learned from Robin Sharma, and I think that you can look at this as well, like 8 forms of success. 8 forms of success. So that means you see inner success, is family success, is physical success, like fitness, career success. Okay, what do you do for work, for job? Financial success, what does your finance look like? Community, what kind of impact you make, like adventure, impact. So all those successes, okay, what kind of actions do you do to achieve different kind of success in life? Because sometimes we focus on financial success, but we fail innerly or we fail with family. So understanding what kind of activities you do on those different successes and what are priority of life is very, very important. And last one, number 5 is growth. That is a personal development and business actions. Personal development and business action. This is where I found, for me, was a big realization, because I thought that I spent a lot of time in really building my business. I thought I'm building a business actively every single week. But I looked into my actions. I realized that I spend 90% of my time on personal development actions. And those actions, that's almost like running on a treadmill, staying in the same place, putting so much effort, but not going anywhere. So we need to understand, okay, where our actions is going to. Is going to personal development or business actions, who actually needs a needle forward. Now, the last one is activities. So that means what kind of activities and tasks and actions do you do on a daily basis all the week? So all the activities in a month. So that means all the activities. I didn't put all of them. I just deleted the ones that you don't do, because I just put as examples. Put as many as you want, like kids, like all the activities that you do on a monthly basis. All activities, coffee break, writing, volunteering, breakfast, shopping, like all the things that could potentially be here that you do on a month basis, because that's will be very important. Now, I said that this could be changed. If you want to check something else besides the skills, you can put here as well. And because next page, besides this brainstorm, now we put all information that could be potentially important. Now we go to evaluate, and we need to evaluate our life. This is one of the key. This is the most important page. This is the most important page of all, because we need to evaluate. If we don't build our awareness, we're not able to succeed. So that means that now when we say that we have roles, so now we're able to choose, okay, which role are the most important. So I want you really, with all the roles that you wrote in the brainstorm, from all the roles that you put on the brainstorm, now we choose 5. Of course, you can choose a little bit more, but I put left spots if you need more. But I would highly recommend to choose only 5 most important roles. Max 8, because but 5 to 8 roles, maybe even 3. So like, be okay, husband or whatever, or someone else. So it means second is values. That means we need to really choose the most important roles. We need to choose most important values, most important skills that you want to develop in 2025, most important successes like impact, adventure, all those, and then of course growth, personal or business. So when we have those, now we're able to look to activities. And this is very, very important, because when we think about living our life in alignment with our values, with our beliefs, with our actions that really lead somewhere, we need to understand, okay, what this activity, what this action that we wrote in brainstorm, what that actually gives us. It might not give anything. It might be that let's say love. Love is a husband. So that means if I want to roll a husband, so that means that what this action is actually stands for. Like, it doesn't lead to somewhere. Does it lead to building some kind of a role? Is that activity is building a value? Is this activity is building a skill? Is this activity building some kind of success? Is that personal development? Is it business action? So even I could show example. Like, this is just example. So that means that, of course, I put a little bit more roles, more values, but this is an example how you potentially this evaluation could look like. Okay, I want to be a believer as a role. I want to be a husband. I want to be a son. I want to be a leader, a businessman, friend, mentor. Those are the roles. Then we'll look at what are the most important key values I want to live by: courage, integrity, faith, resilience, peacefulness. All those values are the key values that you want to live by. Now, skills. Okay, what kind of skills you want to develop in 2025? So this is communication, leadership, networking, public speaking, sales skills, emotional intelligence, coaching, mentorship. Successes, of course, that's all of them, like inner, family, physical, financial, impact, adventure, career, community, and the growth, personal development, or business actions. Now, okay, when you have those, we look into, okay, is this action, what does it build? So parents, like spending time with parents, that means that you are building a role as a son. You build values, gratitude, and of course, success is family. Now look into now meditating. What kind of role? That maybe there's no roles. Maybe what kind of value you build by meditating? Maybe peacefulness. Skill, of course, you don't develop a skill. Maybe emotional intelligence. You can really evaluate by yourself. And then what kind of success it builds? Meditating maybe builds inner peace, inner success. And of course, what kind of growth it is? It is personal development. Meditating is personal development. Journaling is the same. Then maybe journaling is, maybe you put as a leader, as a role, because only leaders journaling. So that's very, very important. Then, of course, that values, journaling builds resilience, builds inner success, and of course, growth. So that means that, and look at all activities that you do on a monthly basis. And okay, let's look working. Okay, what kind of, on a business? Okay, so that means that roles as businessmen, what kind of values, what kind of successes, what kind of growth it does. When you actually review all the activities, and you start to see that, okay, some activities doesn't help neither roles, neither values, neither skills, neither successes, nothing, just napping. Of course, it doesn't help anything. So that means we understand, okay, how many activities actually build something in our lives, and how many really doesn't do anything. Of course, breakfast is important because we need to build some kind of physical success, because we need to understand that we're eating healthy. We need to take care of ourselves. So this is an example, of course, but it's very, very important to understand that we spend some time to reflect on what kind of activities we have and what do we really do with those activities. Now, the next step, we start going into really logging our time. So that means that we come here and we look into a time log. So now we have a time logs, and we have for every week of 4 weeks. So 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and 4 weeks. And then we'll have a summary. So we come here. So number one thing we need to understand, okay, let's say that we sleep till 7 a.m. and we put 7 a.m. Okay, we wake up at 7 a.m. and it will show how long you are doing that. And I will write sleeping. So that means the activities that you chose in evaluation, this is in brainstorm, all the activities that you are in here in activities will be here in that you'll be able to choose. So that means that you want to Bible study. That means you do like from 7 to 7:30 Bible study. Like you're able to choose all the activities all the way till, we need to make sure that we do all the way till the midnight. So it means if you fall asleep at 9, that's totally fine. That means that we say that next day we say that from 9 will be, let's say that, okay, from 9 p.m. So 9 p.m. and you did some kind of me time. And then of course from 9 p.m. you choose that you will be working. That means that you are going to sleep at midnight. So 3 hours, and that means already will be sleeping again. Sleep again. Now you finish that day, so that means from 12 to 12, that's how you finish a day. And then you move to another day. And then you fill out every single day with the activities that you do and all the times. Now, after you finish the week log, so it could look like this is an example of filled out time log. So that means you filled out what you do: sleeping, hygiene, meditation, journaling, walking, breakfast, Bible study, working. So all the things that you do during the day and every single day. So when you finish the week, you go into the weekly summary, week 1 summary, and then you start really looking to, okay, where my time goes. I have 24 hours, where my time goes. So it means that you're able to look into, this is a summary sheet, and you're able to get roles: believer, husband, son, leader, businessman, friend, mentor. So those are the roles that you evaluate are the most important roles. So, okay, if you said that those are the most important roles, okay, so let's look at how you're doing those most important roles. How much time do you allocate in those roles? So look, this is that I want to really be a great husband, but this week I actually didn't spend any time with my wife. Maybe that's something that I need to change. Look, I was 29 hours I spent as a businessman, but I was not able to spend any time with my wife. Are you okay with that? Do you want to change it? Like as a believer to a faith, 4 hours, son, 5:30. Now look into values. How much time do you spend on peacefulness, on faith, on wisdom, on the activities that actually build those values? Like it's in skills. You said that you want to develop those skill sets. So are you okay with spending that kind of amount of building skill sets? Success as well, physical success, financial impact. This is how much you spend. Maybe you said that I want to really be more adventurous, but look, I didn't spend any time this week on adventure. And of course, the last one is that, okay, business actions with 29 and personal on 26. So it's pretty cool. And of course, at the bottom, you're able to look into like how that looks like in a chart. And of course, you're able to look into all those charts that look so that how that actually looks like right now. Now, every single week, of course, every single week will come in, will be looking empty log. And of course, when you come first, it looks empty, but after you fill out, will be full. So this is example when every single week will be full. And you will be able every single week to come here and look at how you're doing this week with all the roles, all the values, all the skills, all successes and your growth. And every single week you will fill out and make sure that you understand, okay, how you do that. We can, as one interesting thing that when you actually start tracking yourself, what you will start to see that every single week will be less and less leaks in your time, because you're able to you want to really have more time into the most important things. And of course, last 4 weeks, you finish that 4 weeks, look into, you are happy about the improvements that you do regarding your time allocation. And then you, of course, you look into your monthly summary. the 24 weeks summary, and you look into, okay, how I spend this month, how I spend as a leader, as a son. I am okay. Are you okay spending this kind of amount of those roles? Maybe you want to adjust and say that, okay, what I could do differently. And that's why, like, after you finish all these things, I highly recommend to really open even the planning session. And I say that Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and plan out the week. And of course, that's plan out the week. That means that you're able to go in, and this is will be how it looks like when you start. And of course, you say that I sleep till 7 a.m. And of course, will pop up here, and that means, okay, activity will be sleeping. And it means that this is okay. From 7 a.m. to 8 a.m., you do some kind of access sports. And that means that you're able to really do that and write down all the things. And then it's very simple. It's just the only thing that you write is you write when you finish time, and then all the start times will be popping up. And that's the only thing that you do, finish time and activity. And you're able to really create your plan of the week. But now when you actually look into your monthly summary and you know exactly where you spend more time, what kind of activities you spend, and where you love to allocate your time, now your plan will be much, much better because you are aware where your time goes. It's a very powerful tool because it helped me twice, because I knew that I'm not moving as fast in my life as I would love to. And I said that something and something was off. And I did that. When I did really religiously with my phone, I was taking every 15 minutes as accurate as possible. You start to realize that maybe I was working for 1 hour and a half, but I realized that maybe half an hour I was social media scrolling. So that means all those 15 minutes that you don't put an hour and a half working. If you actually scrolled something, if you actually looked in social media, if you snacked within 1 hour and a half, put that in, that you could really understand how actually you spend time, not just on the bigger picture, but in really detailed information. It's a very powerful tool. Let me know how it goes. Really message me. I'm happy to really help you to really make sure that aligns with what you want to achieve. Because, as I said, this is very important. This is one of the keys important to understand that your life, how you evaluate life, what kind of activities do you do, and how those activities really align with your life, with your roles, values, skills, successes, and growth, will really help you to achieve much, much more. And I think that if you will do that properly, after a month, you'll be so happy, so happy. And I'm just really looking forward to really get your emails. That is our email saying that this really helped me to really be more aware and understand what I need to do to really change my time and how I allocate. So I hope you choose to win, and I hope that you really see a massive value of this tool.